In this video, I want to take a look at how you can filter rows based on conditional logic in Pandas. So we're going to use Python in Google Colab here. And the first thing I want to go over is what exactly is conditional logic. So basically this is indexing with Boolean statements. Okay, it's Boolean indexing. So what you're doing is Boolean is basically true or false. Okay, it's data that's either true or false. You're basically going to filter the data based on something being either true or false. If it is true, you'll keep that. Okay, so if you're going through your data frame and whatever you're saying for this particular column is true, we want to keep that row. Okay, if it's false, you want to drop that row. That's all you're doing here. Conditional logic, Boolean indexing, it's just, is it true or is it false? If it's true, cool, we'll keep it. If it's false, we'll get rid of it. So let's take a look at this. So we're going to import our libraries. We'll use Seaborn and Pandas here. Seaborn is where we'll get our penguins data set. And Pandas is just where we'll do our data science here in the Pandas library with Pandas DataFrames. So if you look, first thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and import the penguins data set, and I have just the first 10 showing here, the first 10 entries in this data set. Okay, and you can see there's your penguin, species, island, some statistics, bill length, bill depth, flipper length, body mass, sex, things like that. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at how you can filter based on a number. Okay, so if you look at this data set, 4 of our columns are numbers. Okay, these millimeters and grams show us data, like numerical data on the penguins. Okay, so let's say we want to filter based on that. Maybe you want to find penguins with a long bill length, or very shallow bill depth, or maybe a long flipper length, or a low body mass, something like that. And you want to just filter out the ones that are above or below a certain number. That's what we're going to do here. Okay, so we're going to look at body mass. So if you look, one of our features here is body mass in grams, so body underscore mass underscore g, and that's the one we're going to look at. So how do you do this? So the first thing we'll look at is just a basic little like Boolean statement sort of thing. Okay, so we're going to make a new series, call it over 4,000. Okay, and we're just going to look for penguins that are over 4,000 grams in body mass. Okay, so we'll do over 4,000 is going to be our series, equals, okay, we'll start with our penguins data frame. Okay, and then in brackets afterwards, we're going to put in the feature that we're going to look at, which is that body mass in grams, okay, which is right exactly just from that data frame. Okay, and we'll go ahead and close our brackets, put a greater than sign, and just type 4,000. Okay, so all this is basically saying is in this series, we want to take from our penguins data frame, we want to specifically look, we want to specifically look at the body mass grams feature, and we only want to look and find where it's over 4,000. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and print the first 10 of these. Okay, so if you look here, all this did was just go down through, and you can see it either assigned false or true based on if this is false or true. Okay, so if you look, first penguin here, okay, over 4,000 grams. That would be false. It's only 3750. Okay, so if you look, sure enough, it assigned it to be false. Okay, and if you look, all these first ones are lower than 4,000. So you have 3750, 3800, 3250, not available, 3450, 3650, 3625. Okay, so if you look, all of those first 7 entries are all false. Okay, they're all below 4,000. They're not greater, so it's going to assign it to false. Okay, if you look, the 7th entry, okay, this one here, actually the 8th entry, but indexed as number 7, is over 4,000. Okay, and then if you look, number 9, or the second to last one, or indexed at 8, is back below 4,000. And then the last one is back over 4,000. So if you look, the last 3 go true, false, true. Because these 2 here, the third to last and the last one, were above 4,000, sorry. So they're actually above it, so it's going to assign that as true. Okay, so this isn't actually useful though. This isn't what you necessarily want to put in your data frame or report to your boss or anything like that. It's just kind of the back end of things. I just want to show you what it looks like. So to actually use this, what you're going to do is you're going to take it and we're going to make a new data frame here. Okay, so we're going to call it massive penguins. Okay, so I'm going to make a new data frame. I'm going to call it massive penguins. Okay, and this is just going to be a data frame with our penguins that have a very large mass. We're going to call that over 4,000 in mass. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and set it equal to penguins, okay, which is going to be our data frame that we're starting off with. It's our original one from up top. And then within there, there's this statement inside here. Okay, inside these brackets is basically saying we're going to look into penguins, okay, where the penguin's body mass in grams is over 4,000. Okay, so that statement is just like right up here, up from our Boolean indexing. Okay, so whenever that's true, it's basically saying, hey, we're going to keep it and we're going to incorporate it into this massive penguins data frame. Okay, and where it's not true, we're just going to drop it. Okay, we're going to just get rid of it. Okay, so if you go ahead and run that, and we'll just get the first 10 here, you can look that it's going through each of the lists that we made up top there, each row, and it's looking at the body mass. Okay, and if it's above 4,000, it's going to keep it, and it's going to put it in this new massive penguins data frame. If it's below it, it drops it. So if you look, what you end up with here is all of these rows that you now have. Okay, and again, we just have the first 10. Okay, but it will output in this massive penguins data frame. If you run that without the 10, there you go. 172 penguins are over 4,000 grams in body mass. Okay, so again, it only gave you the massive penguins here. It filtered out everything else. So again, you could change this number to 3,000, or you could change it to, I only want the ones that are less than 4,000, or you could set it to equal, give me only the ones that are exactly 4,000. There's a lot of different things that you can do there. Okay, but again, it's just a single condition. It's just, hey, just show me the massive penguins here. Okay, and again, creating this new data set with just this massive penguin rows in it. Okay. The other thing you can do is you can also do this based on text. Okay, so if you're looking at these numerical columns, that's what you're going to do. You're going to say, okay, give me the long bill lengths, or give me the large body mass penguins, or the short flipper lengths, or give me the bill depths that are exactly 20.2 or something like that. Okay, you can also do it based on text. Okay, so let's just say we're going through our original one. I'll scroll up to the top here, and you can see that there's species. Okay, and there's different penguins in this. There's Adelie and Gen 2s, chin straps, okay, things like that. So let's just say we want to filter based on text instead. Okay, and let's say we only want a data frame here with our Gen 2 penguins in it. We don't want any of the other ones. Okay, so we can call our new data frame Gen 2s. We're going to set it equal to our original penguins data set. That's the one from the top. It's not the massive penguins. It's just the ones from the top. Okay. And then we're going to open up our brackets here, our square brackets. Okay, and you can see that we're going to once again have this sort of conditional statement in here where it's, okay, so penguins, okay, it's just looking at the species column within penguins. Double equal sign is equal to in this. Okay, remember the single equal sign is an assignment. Okay, the double equal sign is saying, is it equal to? Okay, is it the same? And we're just going to set it to Gen 2. Okay, that's exactly as they appear in the rows. Okay, so again, in our Gen 2's new data frame, we're going to just look at our original penguins data frame straight from Seaborn. Okay, and we're just going to say, okay, within that penguins data frame, just look at the species column, and I only want where it is equal to Gen 2. Okay, so once again, you can just print the top 10 Gen 2s here, and it's only showing you the Gen 2 penguins. Okay, notice all the species here are just Gen 2s. Okay, and once again, you don't have to just print the first 10. It's a little easier to see that, but you could just print all of them. Okay, and it's showing you there's 124 Gen 2 penguins here. Okay, again, it didn't filter based on anything else. It just filtered, look at the species, find the Gen 2s. So if this column, okay, for that row says Gen 2, true, keep it. If not, false, get rid of it. Okay, and that's all we're doing here. Okay, so now that's a lot, but really that's a simple way where you can just do some basic filtering using Python here in Google Colab or whatever environment you're using. Okay, and again, all you're doing with this is just conditional logic. It's just if sort of statements. Is this true or is this not true? If this is true, keep it. If not, get rid of it. Okay, using that Boolean indexing, that Boolean logic, just trues and falses. Okay, so once again, just a quick little refresher. Again, if you're just going through here, it's just assigning things to be true or false. And then you can say, if it's true, we want to keep it. Put it in a new data frame maybe. If it's false, drop it. That's not what we're looking at right now. Okay, so again, very helpful with numbers. You can create this data frame here that says only the massive penguins. You could use this with any sort of numbers. Show me a data frame of people. I only want to see people above the age of 50. Okay, or I'm looking at finance. Okay, looking at like transactions. I only want to see transactions that were greater than $2,000. Okay, and then same thing down here whenever you're looking at text. Okay, there's a lot of text columns and data that you'll find. I only want to see the penguins that are Gen 2s. Or maybe I only want to see the Adelie penguins. Okay, or maybe I only want to see the transactions from a guy named Bill. Or I only want to see, let's say you could change this to the island being this Visco island. Okay, I only want to see penguins from this island. Okay, or I only want to see the male penguins. It allows you to just filter based on text. Okay, the only thing to know is the limiting factor here is you have to make sure that it's looking for that exact text. Okay, so it's looking for Gen 2 here with a capital G. So if there happened to be like a lowercase Gen 2, or maybe somebody spelled it wrong, it's not going to show up. Okay, so those are some things to consider in cleaning, future videos, future things to worry about. But for now, it's a really easy way whenever you have nice, easy to work with data here where you can just filter real simply just based on one thing. Okay. So I hope you learned something from that. Again, it's really easy filtering just with a single condition in Python here. Hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and have a fantastic day.